Carrie, you and I have not the same job, but I can't work if you don't work.
Right.
Because what do you do?
Well, I am a recruiter for the culinary arts. So basically I hire or I find candidates for the back of the house and front of the house sometimes, but usually executive chef positions or executive sous.
So if you do a good job, then I have a better meal, right?
You have a better meal.
So now, based on that experience, 15 years, you're New York-based and LA-based, you're bi-coastal. You just got a brand new show on Food Network called...
So excited, Chef Hunter.
Chef Hunter. So, it's going to air every week.
For 6 weeks, yes. We had our premiere just last night. And you'll see us go all over the country. Very different restaurant types, and that have very different needs. And at the end of the day, a real chef gets a real job.
And then the needs are, it's not a question of finding the best chef in the world, it's a question of finding the chef that fits the restaurant that you're looking the chef for, right?
Exactly, exactly. They can have the best qualifications, but if they don't have the personality or the temperament and the practical knowledge of the restaurant, then it's not going to be a good fit. So it's not necessarily about who has the best education or worked for whomever. It's really about, do they have the right personality to fit into that restaurant family.
And then, so are you mean? How do you select them?
No, I'm not mean.
You're not mean?
I can be tough.
Okay.
I can be tough, but I'm not mean. I care. I care very much. And, you know, I can look at a resume when it comes to me and, you know, they're the obvious skill things, and if we want to make sure there are not a lot of gaps in their work, and if they've stodged somewhere, then we want to know about that, and that's exciting, you know, if they've worked in Europe specifically. But I can almost feel intuitively the personality of that person.
But if we start from the beginning, before the person of the person, you have to know the person of the restaurant, right? And the owners and the people who run it.
Yeah, the preliminary part of getting to know the restaurant is paramount to anything.
Right.
I mean, the owners know what they want, and the owners and the GM, and they tell me what they need. Sometimes I have to sort of maybe help them shape their perspective because maybe they're not seeing the big picture, you know. And so me coming from the outside sometimes helps them get some clarity. So on
that's
the
all in the show, right?
It's all in the show.
So it's a new concept on TV, and so you learn more. It's not a competition.
No.
And so watching the show, you actually learn more of the operation of the restaurant, the back end that nobody sees when they go in the restaurant, right? Because there's a food cost, there's a labor cost involved, there's the management of the team and the food and the menu, the whole thing, right?
Yeah, you just nailed the premise of it. I mean, but we're also seeing people who they're really taking a huge making a huge leap of faith doing this show because we challenge them. I mean, they are going through the hardest interview of their career.
So let's see. Today we're at Wilshire restaurant on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. Where are we, Ellie? No, we're in Santa Monica, and the owner is here. So you are part of the show, Nick. Why don't you come over and tell us if Carrie really challenges those guys in the kitchen, and then
the fabulous Nick Fielding,
Santa Monica. You were looking for a chef.
Yes, we were looking for a chef. Our executive chef had left, and we contacted Carrie, and Carrie presented us with a bunch of candidates, and we narrowed it down to 3, and we put them through their paces. We put them through a series of challenges that fit the restaurant and fit our needs, what we thought it would be. And we got our chef.
And you did find one, right?
We did find one.
And
she's still here.
She's still here, and she's terrific.
She's a woman.
Love her.
Yes.
Love her.
Yes. Our executive chef, Naisha Arrington, she's crushing it. She's doing a fantastic job.
Good. And then so this is LA, and then you're touring the country in the show, so it's going to be in different cities, right?
All over the place. We've got something for everyone. I mean, I've got North Carolina, Chicago, Hawaii, New York next week, and then 2 in Los Angeles.
And then every restaurant has found a chef, right?
They all have found a chef, and the chefs are still there.
Good. Well, let's watch it next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.